So somebody had sent me a message and said, it's my culture that does the, killing of dogs and eating. No, the majority of Americans don't do that. Does it go on here? I'm sure it does. There's people that practice ritualistic religions. Okay, and anybody who's even partly awake, that there has been. And I don't want to go down that road because, you instantly get silenced for it. But if you know, you know. So I'm not saying it doesn't go on in this country by people that are Americans. But right now we have all these gang members coming across the border, and they'll do whatever they want to do. And what I've tried to push people back to is that what is happening. It says in the Bible that what's happening to us is what God does. He hands you over. So it's important that if America wants to get out of this place, you can write me off. You can say it's stupid to believe in God. I don't care what the stupid people out there want to say. The fact is, it's in the Bible that you will lose freedoms. Your country will be taken over by enemies, gang members. They will come in here. They'll destroy your pets. They'll destroy everything. You won't have a bit of freedom because God has to protect your country. So it would be best for America to return to her values that she started with, because that worked for some reason, okay? Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it certainly has allowed America for many years to prosper. But we have gotten all these socialized systems in, all these healthcare associations, education associations, all these agencies, and it has now suffocated everyone, and none of them have good intentions. Either their leadership is so misguided that they should never lead anything again, or else they're deliberately trying to destroy America. And I would say they're deliberately trying to destroy America. So we have many enemies surrounding us, not just the gangs coming in. But it's on full display that we are under attack. And at some point, all hell is going to break loose. And you just better hope that God will save us from it. Because we're in a bad place. And we're in a bad place because the higher educated believes in socialism and communism and has destroyed our health care when it comes to nursing and the medical associations in this country. We have an education system that is so disgraceful, and a bunch of other higher educated people that have supported the most disgusting things in the classroom, subjecting children to sex toys and drag queens, reading them sick books. I mean, none of this being a conspiracy theory, and Americans are either totally just oblivious to it because so many Americans just think that God doesn't matter, that all of this is happening because we've turned our back on what our nation was founded on. And our nation was not about having all these associations and agencies and all this crap that come in and then want to dictate to everybody, this is how you have to do everything. And because nobody stood up against it for so many years, because many of us didn't know how bad it was, it's now reached the level to where we have an open border for 4 years, and we have the worst parts around the world, gang members, coming in here. And whether they're cannibals or not, they do not have good intentions for this country. So people need, if you want to fix this problem, people need to realize first that many of the higher educated got us into these problems to begin with. And then the rest of us have, because we've remained silent and we didn't know how bad it was, and we just let everything go, we are part of the problem too. So we have to get back to the roots of America, and getting back to the roots of the founding of America is the only thing that will save us, because that's what allowed us to prosper before. We have been taken over not just by the gang members, are the last thing to take the country over, but We've been taken over by associations that want to tell everybody what to do, tell everybody you need to be a globalized citizen, tell everybody you need global health. No, it's all about communism, control, and socialism. And social justice does not belong in nursing, by the way. Just any nurses that come across this. American Nurses Association and International Council of Nurses has mandated back in 2020 or 2022 that one of the core requirements of being a nurse is that you have to advocate for social justice. Absolutely not. Social justice goes back to Karl Marx. It's about socialism and communism. DEI is tied to that as well. Yes, the diversity, equity, and inclusion isn't what you think it is. Even though it sounds good in their papers, they're full of shit. The other thing American Nurses Association does, by the way, is that they don't refer to the illegal aliens as illegal. They say that some immigrants that come here without permission. That's how much they twist things. So we have a lot of people that have been out to destroy America for a very long time. And we're now at the ends of that road to where nobody knows, will America survive or not? How many people will die in the process? I think many people standing up, speaking up, it's, you may be one of the people that's taken down if these people are successful, because they don't have good intentions for this country. So it doesn't matter if this stuff was in our culture already. I'm sure it was to a certain degree. But now every other country has dumped their worst citizens into America, their most violent citizens into America. And the associations of healthcare supported that. They supported open borders, which is why your healthcare is in the toilet, because all of the leadership at all levels is either no good because they don't have the power they used to have and they've taken that away because of this socialized system, or else they are corrupted. But if we want to get out from under this, we have to have strong leadership that will get rid of this stuff, get rid of these agencies, get rid of these associations, so we can go back to a healthcare system that focuses on at their community level and not on some stupid global healthcare plan. We need to be people that stand up and speak up and to be morally sound, realize that God is in control. And if you can get to that place where you realize you are not, I don't care how higher educated you are, there is a God above you that doesn't see you as all that special as you think you are yourself. And that He is the only one that will save this country. That is the only way we will get out of this. Only way. What the higher educated have done to this country, especially in my profession, is a complete disgrace. And even that goes back to a bunch of sororities that were in nursing that got on board with the United Nations, an international sorority. So that's no help either. All these sororities and fraternities very much seem racist to me, to be honest, because they serve the people that are in their group, right? Yeah, it's not about, so when healthcare does that, or nursing, and they want to make the immigrants more important than U.S. citizens, then you should realize that something long before they started coming across the border has taken over your country, and it doesn't have good intentions for it. And because they have so much control, they just keep going on their way, doing whatever they want to do. They don't care who they have to destroy in the process. When you're in that place, when your country is in that place, your only hope is God.